It's January 2025. Here's the thing. Fuck all the resolutions unless you want one.
Yep.
Fuck all the expectations unless you want them. I watch.
Follow us because we will, if you're like, I don't really know how to make this more fun, or we will lead, 2025, we will lead you to fun.
We'll be your cult leaders for fun.
Yes.
And I watched Demi Moore's speech on the Golden Globes about never being enough. And I was like, if I am 60 or however old she is and still having that conversation, I'm not going to be okay with my life. We're all okay. We're all good. You know, she's like talking about how like.
Okay, I didn't watch any of that. I also would love to do a recap.
Apparently there was I didn't watch any of it.
My friends were just this the whole time. And I was like, I am block blasting.
Yeah, there was a lot of, which she had to quit.
And watching hockey, I had to delete block.
There was a lot of like great conversations and a lot of great speeches, but Demi Moore was talking about like never measuring up, like the stick, like the measuring stick. You're never going to be enough because there's always another stick to measure yourself against.
Okay.
And I was like, if we're, I think she's in her 60s.
Yeah.
Maybe even older.
Apparently she looked gorgeous.
Oh yeah, she looked not nothing about the way she looked.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like the fact that is where she's at after the accomplishments and the children she's raised and the relationship she has with her ex-husband and like the whole thing. I'm like, if we're no, I'm not.
It's like I told you, I was talking to a man in his like, mid 60s, which is not old. I'm just saying, I thought that he would have more oh gosh, like what you want Demi to have more of.
I think she was saying I'm here.
Yeah.
Like this is I'm putting my this award is me putting my measuring stick down.
Oh, okay.
I read it quickly.
But when he was saying, remember I told you I was talking to, and he was saying that it's like he still has to remind himself.
Yeah, I know. Why? No.
I thought you're so successful. You've lived such a good life. Like you're on the right. Why do you need to remind yourself to not compare it? Why do you have to remind yourself that you're okay and that you're good enough? Like I can tell you right now you're good enough.
No, I know. I know. And I
maybe it's something you can work on, and some people will just never have the insight that they're just their own special person, their own unique self is here because it is everything it needs to be.
Are you telling me they're 90 and they're still thinking they could be something?
Gotta be.
Well, that fucking sucks then. Whoa. Because I am looking at these people and I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. Because if you don't see yourself as successful, what the hell are we doing here?
So
success is all measured differently too. Like it's just like whatever, everything's measured differently. But like, seriously?
So we're gonna talk a lot more about that in 2025.
I mean, I'm gonna fuck it. Like I'm like, fuck it.
But we'll show you how.
I'm really, you're just telling me that some people can't.
But some people can work on it. Some people are close.
Are they?
Some people are far.
They're close?
They're all on the spectrum. And then some people are like,
how close are they?
They could be close enough to get there. But then there's some that aren't going to get there.
Do you know I'm reading? You can
work a little bit higher. You can work a little bit. Anything's better than where you are if you don't feel great.
Anything's better than where you are if you don't feel great.
Even if it's a millimeter.
Okay.
A little bit more.
Is it like 1 step back and 2 steps back? 1 step forward, 3 steps back?
We don't need to go back. We'll just go forward.
Everybody?
Together. We can do it.
I read this book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading this book.
Mm-hmm.
And it blew my mind that some people have a personality where they just like trolls, like to troll. Like it's not because they feel bad about themselves.
Yeah.
It's not because they need a hug. They actually feel good about themselves when they do it. They like to see people fail. Like it's like something that feels good inside them. And I was like, whoa, kind of like, whoa, because I'm sure there are some people who are insecure, but then there's others who are just in a way, a narcissist in a way. They feel better than you. And they think you should also fail. Like they want to see you not be successful. And they studied trolls, studied them. And that was it. And they're in our lives everywhere. These people are everywhere. They're on teams. They're on everywhere. And it is a personality trait. It's called something. I have to remember the name. They like to watch you not do well.
And it makes them feel happy.
Yeah.
Actually fulfilled and happy.
They feel great. They actually, because trolls there can't be that many insecure people in the world.
No.
And obviously something triggers them about you, but they don't need confidence.
Well, I watched something yesterday, and they watched back the video of this guy who was a serial killer, but he would just walk into stores and he'd kind of pretend to rob, but he really didn't take much. He liked to point a gun at their head and watch them die. Pure joy. Pure joy.
So exactly.
Pure joy to watch them die.
I do think relinquishing, though, that people are insecure, like for you wishing bad upon you, is kind of freeing, because that's a terrible personality.
There is a mix, though.
Of what?
There are some people.
Yes. But I do think trolls in particular are more, they just have bad personalities, which is kind of.
You know that mom that we called out?
Yeah.
I actually think she just has bad personality.
Yeah.
I don't even think she might be insecure at all. I think she just liked being mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so curious. They have like families and shit.
I'd actually be so curious about that person.
Is she a narcissist a bit too?
I don't know her.
But
you know who would know her?
Yeah. I'll find that out. There's been a few of those who are successful. Look, they might like good for their, and you might be a threat to their family, or you might represent something they don't like, but they're not insecure. They just don't. They just want to be. They want to be on your page, and they want to be in your life to make you feel bad. So fucked up.
And you know what the hardest thing is, and that's what I say to my kids, and I say to my husband, and I say to everyone, I'm like, I feel so bad when you try to hurt my feelings,
Because you can't.
because you can't.
I know, but they can to lots.
No, I know, but when my kids are like, if they try to chirp me about something, I'm like, I'm actually sorry for you, because.
Do you feel bad can anyone make you feel bad about anything?
Maybe if I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. If I did something I was regretful for, and then I was like, oh, I really wish I hadn't done that,
But that's you doing that. Can anyone say something to you to make you be like, oh?
Like sometimes I feel like, my family's really big, and I sometimes I wonder if you were to chirp me about something about my personality, I wonder what it would be. And I would think that maybe, like, I know toxic positivity is really annoying.
Okay.
And
would that hurt your feelings?
No.
Like, could anyone say something to you that was like, you were like, oh, that sucks? Like, oh, I don't like that feeling.
It couldn't be anything physical. The problem is that whatever I am, I'm not going to change. So even if you said it, I wouldn't feel bad about it because I wouldn't consider changing it.
It would just change your relationship with that person?
Like if they were like, I find you really...
Like it would have to be someone close to you, but a stranger, no.
Oh, stranger, no. And someone close would maybe be like if a friend came and was like, I really... Because you know how I'm not really like...
Confrontational?
Not confrontational and not like sweetie-ish. If they were like, I have a hard time being friends with you because you don't give enough.
Yeah.
And you're too cold. But then again, I'd be like, I think that's your problem. Go get that from somewhere else. You get the other stuff from me. Like diversify your portfolio.
Yeah, you're like, dude, that's a you thing.
I've always been like this. You know what you get from me? You want a hug? Go get it from her.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I would say that would make you be like, that hurt my feelings.
Even if you told me my vagina stunk.
Oh no,
I'd be like, oh God,
you've told me that.
What do we need to get for it?
No, you've told me that.
That mine does?
Yes. That one time in the shower, yes, when we found the thing, yes.
There was an old tampon up there, guys, and it was terrible. And I sure told her I've never smelled something so disgusting.
Then I got it. Thank God.
Oh my God.
We both got it within such a short amount of time.
Could someone hurt your feelings?
Sometimes I don't like the misconception. I don't feel bad for me. I don't like that people have the perception of something like if we don't show one kid and they're like, they don't like that. There's no truth in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like sometimes the misconceptions that online has because I think that no one has the full 365, is it whatever, the full picture of anyone's life. Because sometimes our kids will read things and be like, some of them can laugh, but I know they'll go and read some other things. And I don't like that people assume things about you that isn't true. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the presumptions that come with online. Doesn't mean you can hurt my feelings. I just don't like people presuming.
Think if someone presumed something and then they followed you for like a bunch of months to
think
confirm their presumption that they could still have that presumption after months?
I think they would just want to see that. Like, I'm sure they're like, that person's annoying because of this. For sure, maybe. But I don't like some of the, I think if you met us, I hated that when someone's like, I saw them, they were bitchy across the, I don't like people thinking we're something we're not when you haven't talked to us. Because I know we're not bitchy. Like, I know I would never be bitchy to, and even if you didn't know me, I wouldn't be bitchy to you. I wouldn't be bitchy to the gas attendant. I wouldn't be bitchy to the flight attendant. I'd be bitchy to nobody.
I feel like if you're not bitchy,
you're not bitchy.
Like, even if you would have to fake it to be bitchy if it's just not in you.
No, like, I would never be rude to someone who was helping me. I would never be like that. That's not in my. I'm a lot of things, but bitchy would never be one of them. No, like But
do you think if they saw you and they said you were bitchy and then they went and were like, okay, now I'm interested to find them online, don't you think that if they watched you enough, they would realize, oh, she's actually not?
I think that they would just want to see, like, they would find something and be like, oh, did you see? Like, I think that's a problem with online. I talked about this with Natalie. I think that all of these people who text each other and don't actually talk, you create a narrative of what you want them to be. And then they're not that when you meet them or really talk to them. So you are mad that they're not that, but they were never that, but it's just how you were reading who they were. So now you're mad at who they're not, but they never were. It's just who you wanted them to be. Because I've had text messages with people, even my husband, where I'm assuming his voice sounds like this.
Oh, yeah.
And then they talk in real life and you're like, I thought you were normal, and they're not. You know what I'm like? You're like, I thought this was,
I
thought we were.
The only good thing about it online is that if I'm following someone who's kind of like us and really open with their personalities, like I'm thinking about some people that I just enjoy and I just know are nice, kind people, it's because they share their life and it's so clear what they're like. We don't share a lot of we used to share a lot more. We have dialed it down so much what we share and don't share, because the internet's just too big and too dumb now in terms of like, it's ridiculous. The internet felt like it, maybe this is foolish of me, but social media felt a lot less of what it is now. And so now I'm like, we don't need to share half of our thoughts. We don't share half of our struggles. We've just become a place of like, to be funny and have fun, because the rest of it, I'm like, you can't be everything online for everybody. So fuck it. I'm just like, this is who we are. And you know what, come take it and fucking leave it. Like, I don't know what to tell you anymore, because I'm like, I think we got 2 books because we shared so much. We got 2 book deals. That's not the purpose of online for us anymore, which is totally fine. I'm good with that, because I don't need to share everything online anymore. Like, that's not our purpose. So I think that with that comes, I mean, we've changed, and that's fine. I think change is great, and I'm so glad we keep evolving, because if you keep trying to be something that people want you to be, you're just becoming the product of. Or if you try to be something that is sort of like someone who doesn't admit that they're growing up.
Yeah, and listen, you and I could do 4 posts and stick to one type of content and go viral every fucking day. I'm not saying that to be cocky. I just know it's not on brand with us. It's not who we are. It's not what we're not willing to do that to go online. I feel very bad for the people whose whole brands are one type of content where they have to do that.
Yeah.
That would be terrible, because
and boring.
And could you be, for them, maybe the consistency is amazing, but for you and me,
very boring.
It would be horrific to be that same thing over and over and do the same thing and know how you get your likes. Fucking terrible.
You and I would quit a long time ago.
Right?
Oh.
And I mean, a lot of people have that one identity online.
And unfortunately, a lot of times when that's their identity and that's what they've built an audience for, they're not really allowed to change.
I know. Oh my God,
because heaven forbid they change. Everyone's mad at them. That's not who I fell for. No.
And and the whole like no drinking thing right now, like the.
You know what? I fucking get these things. Like John Mayer, like John, I want you to be a shit show. I've seen you be a shit show. I want you to be a shit show.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me that you don't drink, and I don't like that for you.
You don't like that for you.
I don't like it for me. I don't like it for him. It's like, it was really hard at first. It was really boring. Yeah, that sounds terrible.
I know.
But then, people who are like, oh, not our brand. Like, yeah, no, the non-drinking needs to stop. We're adults here.
No, non-drinking's great for the non-drinkers, and they need their space. For us, that is not a wheelhouse that we're dabbling in yet.
Yeah, like when I was under 13, there was no drinking.
I mean,
I turned 13. It was time to go. I'm waiting to get into drugs. There's so much ayahuasca talk. Oh my gosh.
You're not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that.
No, that doesn't sound like a fun one.
No, you're not doing that.
I would like to take a wild trip somewhere.
Nowhere. Like where? Like
to a druggy place.
Like
right here.
In Toronto.
Like right in the studio.
Go to the fucking nudist colony.
No, right here.
Right here. I'm not watching that. You're like, you barf and shit. No, I'm not taking care
No, not ayahuasca. A fun one.
Like what?
I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about drugs. Oh, but I don't want to die. Fuck. We can get it tested.
Like what? What you're doing? Like Molly?
Oh, that's the one. Oh, I might try and hump you.
I'm not sitting here for 7 hours while you.
It's the thing. I would like to do a drug that only lasts 15 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah, like quick.
And then done.
Done. I hate the fact that you have to wait for it to be done. I've never tried it.
I wouldn't like it. Yeah, you actually have it, so whip it.
I've never tried that.
Have you sucked helium?
Yeah,
same kind of shit.
Well, that doesn't feel like anything.
Like, well, yeah, you get like, it's kind of like vaping where you're like, oh, your head gets like, I've never vaped.
Sorry.
I've never vaped.
Oh.
I've never had a vape.
Oh, it's so fun.
Like, I've never had like a vape.
Oh, like the
you just had one recently.
Like the weed one? Or
no, like the cigarette, like the
fruity one.
Whatever, the ones the kids do.
Yeah.
I've never vaped.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, fun.
I'm like, why? What is it? Like, is it a drug? Like, I'm so confused by it.
Because I guess if you don't really do it much, you feel a little lightheaded.
But that's fun.
Yeah, I feel.
I mean, I just have to stand up fast, and I feel like that. Like, I'm gonna pass out all the time. If I like lay down and like sat up quickly, that would happen. You know? Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, like,
yeah, but that's kind of scary. That feels like you're gonna fall. This is a lightheaded that feels nice.
I mean, you didn't like it when you did it. I was with you.
I've done it a lot.
Remember that night? You're like, I'm gonna do it again, but I hate the feeling. When's this gonna end?
Where was it?
It was at a birthday party down the street.
Oh, that was when I tried Zen too.
Oh, that's what it was.
That was crazy. I did confirm later with the person who gave it to me that you don't do them that strong.
I just don't get it. So you just want to feel like birds in your head.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
It's just fine. I don't need birds in my head.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine without birds in my head.
Yeah.
No.
It's fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like what? You feel like can you walk in a straight line?
Yeah.
But you just feel dizzy?
No, just light.
Your whole body?
Like you can walk and talk.
You feel like, how's it going? Like chill?
But you don't like act like a hippie.
But that's what it feels like, a hippie?
It's kind of fun.
I like.
Oh God, we need to go, but I have to tell you, my kids were asking me about alcohol, and if do you when you get older, do you get to like the taste of alcohol, and
Did you tell
do
them
you
the
get used
truth?
to it? And then one of my kids goes, she doesn't like the taste of alcohol, she likes the way it makes it feel. The other one's like, is that true? I'm like, well, yes, I guess. Like, but do you end up liking it more? And I was thinking, I fucking hate the taste of alcohol. Don't tell anybody, because if you admit that makes you look bad.
I mean,
I don't like alcohol. I like being drunk or tipsy or whatever. You can't say that out loud. That's so immature and inappropriate and a terrible example.
You're telling me all these people like the taste of alcohol.
Thank you. Right?
That's why we put it with fruity drinks and make espresso martinis.
Exactly.
Not because you like the taste of it, because you would just drink frickin' espresso.
Yeah, come on, guys.
And I'm sorry, a crayantini is just crayon juice. Yeah. Cranberry juice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest here. You're just being honest. Although I do like the taste of a spicy margarita, but I could do it without alcohol. But I don't know if I would like, when we had the one that was sober, the sober drink, it was delicious.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, then I might as well just get hydrated.
Drink some water or Diet Coke. I told them I like water and Diet Coke better.
Yeah, Diet Pepsi, preferably. Okay,
me too.
We got to go. We're going to take the boys for lunch. Ironically, I'm going to wonder.
What are you doing with the girls?
So they can roll.
We're not bringing them.
I mean, because I was taking, then I have to go take him to get weighed. I have to go, this is so crazy. I'm going to get my son to get weighed. How fucked up is this?
I got to scale upstairs.
Oh, yeah. I have to go get him weighed.
I think he looks fine. Yeah.
He's tall. He grew.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like I can see, but he's a boy. But I don't know. I don't know these things. I'm just going. I don't take my kids to the doctor. So,
All right, guys.
okay, bye.